become one of her mother's many lawyers. It was something they never talked about, the sleeping together incident, not the lawyer aspect. He looked like an extremely buff Ben Affleck, and she'd always been insanely attracted to him, but their complicated past threw a bucket of cold water on those desires. Most of the time. Pretending she didn't hear him, Dani picked up speed, taking the slick stone steps 2 at a time. No easy task in 3-inch Manolos. Michael had once been a starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, however, and she was no match for his powerful strides.
"You're a little overdressed for a jog, aren't you, Botelli?"
A large hand gently wrapped around her arm, thwarting her plans for escape. She turned and stared into his gorgeous jade-green eyes. "I'm so late, Michael. Can we do whatever tedious lawyer thing you have in mind later?"
"Sure."
He smiled, exposing deep, sexy dimples.
"If we wait until next week, I can just visit you in jail."
His eyes danced with mischief as he leaned so close his breath tickled her lips.
"I bet you'll look extremely hot in one of those orange jumpsuits."
Okay, maybe it'd be worth her while to hear what the man had to say. While trying to keep her rising panic in check, along with her hormones, she gave him a casual shrug. "What's the problem?" He tugged her toward the courthouse, his hand still wrapped around her arm. She wasn't going to think about the zing of pleasure his touch sent through her. The last time she'd let that affect her, they ended up sleeping together that one and only time. She hadn't meant to sleep with him, and every time she replayed it in her head, she still couldn't remember what made him so irresistible that night. It probably had to do with how they used to be such good friends, his killer smile, and how he could kiss like no one else. He lengthened his stride and said,
"Let's walk and talk. You were scheduled to testify 5 minutes ago."
His hand moved from her arm to around her shoulder, but it was no tender embrace. He was probably trapping her against his hard body so she couldn't slip away. He added,
"Your mother is eager to clear up that pesky trespassing charge against you. And thank you for ignoring the 3 messages I left on that particular subject."
He slipped his large hand to her lower back, gently guiding her toward the metal detectors. I've had a little problem with my cell, but it should be fixed soon."
"It helps if you pay your bill on time."
"Thanks for that clever tip." Dani raised a brow, hoping to look indignant, but he was right. She wasn't getting her next real estate commission check until Friday, and it was only Tuesday. He blew out an impatient breath as he stepped through the metal detector.
"Look at it this way. If your phone works, we don't have to see nearly as much of each other."
"Oh, but I so look forward to seeing your sneer in person." She batted her eyelashes at him. "What were the calls about?" The corners of his mouth tilted as he opened the heavy courtroom door, waiting until she entered first. If nothing else, Michael was the consummate gentleman, even when he was giving her a hard time.
"We'll discuss it after your testimony. I'm looking forward to the show."
She sent him an eye roll as a parting shot, then made her way toward the district attorney and Jake. Michael's deep voice rang out behind her,
"Knock 'em dead, slugger."
Dani didn't have time for a clever retort because a very rude and impatient man grabbed her arm and yanked her along with him to the front of the courtroom. After she was seated on the witness stand, the court registrar asked, "Do you, Daniela Francesca Botelli, swear to tell the truth, so help you God?" She hated when anyone used all of her names. It made her sound like one of those frozen Italian meals in a bag. "I do." And this was going to be the last time she'd ever do this for Jake. Really, this time she meant it. Michael settled into his seat, prepared to watch the curvy, olive-skinned Italian beauty testify. What had Jake dragged her into now? She'd been involved with the most bizarre legal tangles since she'd been with him. Divorcing that guy would be the best thing Dani could do for herself. Not that he cared, one way or the other. It was days like this that he missed professional